Well, I got some new pipes in and use turnouts because I like the turnouts. Well, most of the time these things are sold as slash cuts, and I want to actually just put some slip fit pipes on it because if I want to make it quiet, I could do it at any time, but I doubt it. These are pretty much straight throw. I like the turnouts because when they come out from the side, they'll bounce off the cars as you're passing them up. So, you let them know you're passing them up, right? Now, the one thing I do with these things, these clamps, that's just simple stuff, but I'm going to pass this on because I know a lot of people don't really do this work on the bikes. They see a video on YouTube and they say, oh, the pipes are on, blah, 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 here it is. What I do before I put these on, these clamps, I put a little bit of grease on them, light coat. This is real heavy grease. Put them on the pipe and, the muffler and the pipe. So this way, when you slide them on, you don't scratch the chrome. The other thing is, on this clamp, I open it up with the screwdriver so it can slip right over the edge here without scratching nothing. Then I slip it over this, and this way you don't scratch the chrome, because once you get a scratch in the chrome, it rusts, right? Now these pipes have been on there for like over 20 years. You can see, well, the front side of them was chrome and the back side of them was really rusty, so I changed them out. And actually it'd been cheaper just to buy some drag pipes with turnouts, but then, like I said, if I want to put some slip fit mufflers on it, well, I guess I can cut them, I could do that too, but the stock setup is easier in a lot of ways. And there's the 19 millimeter, or actually it's a 3/4 inch bolt, same size, that's under the brake pedal here, so you got to make sure this pin is out when you put this back on. Obviously you don't want to put the brake pedal back on before you put this bolt on. And there's a couple 1/2 inch bolts here. Like I said, I'm sure even I use a little grease on here so when you tighten this bolt down, you're not scratching up the chrome, because once some rust starts, it just starts and spreads. So grease burns off in like 2 minutes flat, nothing, no big deal. And there's a little pin that goes through that hole on the brake pedal that goes through the the shaft that goes into the master cylinder. And just make sure you see this pin here, that little hole, make sure it's facing up, so when you can put the cotter pin in it, it goes down. You don't want to have it to the side so it can fall out. You want to have it so it goes down. Now this pin, it gets knocked in there, and so it's like a press fit, so it's not going to fall out, but when you put the cotter pin on it, make sure this is facing up and down. Well, now to start it up to see what it sounds like. You can hear the sound of crickets. Yeah. Let's turn the ignition on. And you see some that's penetrating oil I had on there, and some anti-seize that'll burn right off, so that's on there correct. So like I said, when you put these things on, these clamps, make sure put some grease around there. I know it'll burn off and make a little smoke, but you're not scratching that aluminum up. So you don't have to put a heavy coat of grease, just a light coat of grease, so when you get them on there, you're not scratching any aluminum up. And because once it scratches, a little bit of rust starts, and then it creeps around and gets more rusty. So hopefully that's a little tip for you. Open this up with a screwdriver, that clamp like I showed before. Don't scratch, don't slide them on where they scratch, so they just go on nice and easy. That's it. Yeah, I've always liked the turnouts on this bike, so when you go by a car, these will rattle right off the doors, echo them inside the capacitor compartment inside the car, let you know they're going by them. And most people don't have turnouts. I just like the way they look too. They just look good. Like I set them up with some gas, injection, a little bit of flames, but I'll probably burn the bags. But you could see them, hear them pop once in a while when they're starting up, and it's a little lean. You'll get a flame out of them. So that's pretty cool stuff.